welcome everybody to Bentley McCrary's senior speech. Bentley joined Augusta Prep in the first grade. She participates in several clubs and activities. She's a member of the Student Section Club, Service Club, Schools for Schools, and has played for prep in JV and varsity volleyball. Family here today include Bentley's mother and father, Beverly and Rob McCrary, her aunt, Marcy Bentley, and Bentley's cousin, Lainey Boyd. Let's welcome them all here today. Outside of prep, Bentley has volunteered as an intern at the Ronald McDonald House. But when she's not volunteering her time, or doing her homework, or studying for the next test, or reading All the King's Men, or showing her support at our games, or playing volleyball, or eating, or sleeping, any other time, there's a good chance she's probably on TikTok. Her speech, I expect, will present new info for the many, many TikTok users here right now, and it will also probably solve a lot of mysteries about this seemingly ubiquitous app for the rest of us. Please welcome Bentley to the podium.
2 billion downloads, 800 million monthly users, now the #1 most downloaded app of 2020. In just 2 years, TikTok has become one of the most popular apps of our generation. It has taken the social media world by storm, as it now outperforms apps like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. But how exactly did TikTok get to the point where it's at now? Let's look back at the timeline that led up to what is now one of the most successful social networks of our time. In 2016, Chinese multinational internet technology company ByteDance launched the first version of the app in Beijing, calling it Douyin. Its immediate success left the company's founder wanting to expand it outside of just China. This led ByteDance to purchase the well-known lip-syncing app Musical.ly the following year. Those of you that remember using Musical.ly have probably realized that there isn't much of a difference between the app we were obsessed with in middle school and the current app we have today. That's because in 2018, ByteDance merged the two and rebranded it as TikTok. Nothing much changed to the app itself. Those accounts made on Musical.ly were automatically migrated to TikTok. The only major change was the name of the app. The name TikTok is supposed to represent the sound of a ticking clock and how it relates to the short format of the videos. For those of you that only hear about TikTok in the news and don't really know what the app's about or what its purpose is, here's a brief explanation. TikTok is a social app that lets users create and post videos ranging from 15 to 60 seconds. In the beginning, posts were mostly lip-syncing to songs, but as the popularity grew, the genre of videos widened. It's now basically a free-for-all. Your feed, commonly known as the For You page, is filled with an infinite amount of videos that don't pertain to one category. One could be a dancing challenge, the next a makeup tutorial, then a comedy video, and maybe you'll see a cute baby or a celebrity along the way. The list goes on and on. You navigate through your feed by scrolling down either your following page or your For You page. All videos publicly posted go through TikTok's algorithm. Wired magazine explains it as, quote, "When a video is uploaded to TikTok, the For You algorithm shows it first to a small subset of users. These people may or may not follow the creator already, but TikTok has determined they may be more likely to engage with the video based on their past behavior. If they respond favorably, say by sharing the video or watching it in full, TikTok then adds it to more people who think share similar interests," end quote. This algorithm is how videos go viral and how TikTok personalizes your For You page. The average TikTok is about 15 to 30 seconds, and with each video being different from the last, it's pretty hard to get bored. This results in the app being very addictive, especially to teenagers. Over 60% of TikTok users are a part of Generation Z, where those are born between 1996 and 2015. With most of the app being around the same age, many view it as a safe space, where one can post a video and talk to the camera as if they're talking to a friend. Some share stories from their childhood, rant about their day, or ask questions to their viewers. And there's a pretty good chance you can find similarities between yourself and a random TikToker whose video came across your For You page. Many users on TikTok have gained platforms over the past few years, and although I wouldn't necessarily call them celebrities, some of them have built up a career that will exceed TikTok. This time last year, 15-year-old Charli D'Amelio was making videos to the current dance trends in her bedroom in her home state of Connecticut. When one of her TikToks went viral, it didn't just stop there. Charli's videos continuously gained views and likes, leading her follower count to skyrocket. Now 16, Charlie and her family have permanently moved to Los Angeles where her career is taking off. She's now the most followed account on TikTok, and with almost 100 million followers and over 6 billion likes in total. Charlie is estimated at about $25,000 per TikTok post. She has guest starred on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon and even has her own drink at Dunkin' Donuts. Charlie, along with Sister Dixie and other well-known TikToker turned celebrity Addison Rae, have all been nominated for a People's Choice Social Star Award, along with other public figures like Emma Chamberlain and David Dobrik. When given a platform on social media, you have other responsibilities besides keeping up your content. Throughout quarantine, influencers took it upon themselves to encourage their followers to follow CDC guidelines by wearing a mask and not gathering in large groups. And in the wake of the death of George Floyd, TikTok became a hub for social activism and the support of the Black Lives Matter movement. Many influencers showed their support to the Black community and allies through raising awareness and educating themselves and encouraging their followers to do the same. And with the 2020 election on the rise, another recurring thing, not only on TikTok, but also in the rest of the country, is the push for people to vote. But not everyone will agree with what influencers post. Many disagreements occur, whether it's influencer versus influencer or influencer versus follower. TikTok is one of the main contributors to cancel culture. As most of the app's users are kids, the act of canceling someone on TikTok is more damaging to the victim than it would be on Facebook or Instagram, where there are more adult users present. An example of this would be 18-year-old Emma Lou. With over 1 million followers, she was everything people love about TikTok. She was relatable, funny, and different. She talked to her followers about her struggles with mental health and her love for Nicki Minaj. As her account grew and her followers increased, a video soon came to light of her saying a racial slur when she was 14. It was posted on every social media platform, even catching the eye of celebrities like Cardi B, who in turn publicly dragged her on Twitter. In the following days, she posted multiple apology videos. She told her followers that she takes full responsibility for her actions and has since matured. And as a result of that video, she has received numerous death threats, insults to her and her family, and private information such as her address and phone number leaked. This resulted in Emma Lou deleting all her social media besides TikTok, in which she isn't very active on anymore. People still remind her in the comments how horrible of a person she is to this day, and have been ever since the video was originally posted in April. But some TikTokers, including Emma Lou herself, have pointed out the obvious double standard of cancel culture. She pointed out how other influencers on TikTok, such as Chase Hudson, for example, have been exposed to the same action that she was. Emma Lou and Chase are in the same category. Both have been seen on video saying racial slurs when they were younger, yet Emma Lou is the only one that received severe backlash. This is true for many cases. The picking and choosing of who deserves to be canceled or not is not only unjust, but is extremely destructive to the person who is targeted. People can be ruthless towards one another, especially on the internet. During the past several months, TikTok's future has been uncertain. As the numbers of users rose, the government looked more into the app and its intentions. The US had considered banning all Chinese apps over security concerns. Companies like Wells Fargo and Amazon had already banned their employees from using TikTok on company devices. The fear was that the Chinese government was accessing the users' data and may pose a threat to national security. The Trump administration responded with two options. Either a nationwide ban would occur for the app, or ByteDance would divest TikTok to an American company. From the beginning of August to September 20th, a 45-day period was given for ByteDance to find a bidder to please the US government and their concerns. Microsoft, Oracle, and Walmart were the frontrunners to invest in TikTok. Each had their own agendas with the app. Microsoft would use the app to bring more economic benefits to the US, as well as close the gap between the competition between themselves and Facebook in the digital ad business. Oracle, which is the computer software company, would use TikTok's consumer data to improve their marketing technique. And Walmart owning the app would help them compete against e-commerce giant Amazon for direct sales and online shopping. On September 19th, the day before the deadline, President Trump approved a deal in which Oracle and Walmart would partner with TikTok. The final statistics showed that ByteDance would still own 80% of the app, but that 40% of it was owned by US capital firms. Oracle got a 12.5% stake and Walmart got a 7.5% stake, leaving the US with majority ownership over TikTok Global. The app was safe and no banning would occur. TikTok has been a big constant in my life over the years. After I downloaded it my sophomore year, there wasn't a day that I went without it. TikTok has broadened my music taste, given me life tips, exposed me to different cultures, and most recently, has brought me to my newest obsession. It's not the stereotypical social media that brings stress and insecurity, but instead puts others in a better mood and is centered around comedy and making its users laugh. So, if you haven't had your fair share of TikTok yet, I recommend you give it a shot. You never know what your For You page might hold. Thank you.